On a Friday night in suburban Ohio, a 17-year-old climbs onto the roof of a moving car. His friends are filming. He has a 50% chance of being killed. He does it anyway. Why? And what would ancient humans have done with a teenager like this? In every culture, in every century of human history, the same impossible question has confounded every parent on Earth. Why does a 17-year-old who scored brilliantly on a chemistry test last week decide to do something this catastrophically stupid this week? The answer is that they're not broken. They're not stupid. And they're not going through a phase. Your teenager is the most successful colonization machine evolution ever built. And the recklessness is the point. You probably know that teenagers have underdeveloped prefrontal cortexes. Their impulse control isn't fully online yet. Fine. But that's only half the story. And it's the boring half. Here's the part nobody told you. While your teenager's prefrontal cortex, the brake pedal, is still being installed, the reward system, the gas pedal, is operating at the highest sensitivity any human brain will ever experience in their entire life. At age 16, your teenager experiences pleasure, novelty, and reward at intensities you, as an adult, will literally never feel again. Their dopamine response peaks. Their tolerance for boredom collapses. Their need for stimulation, for risk, for novelty, for status, runs at maximum levels. And here's the kicker. This isn't a malfunction. This is the most expensive feature evolution ever installed in the human brain. And it's there for one reason. Every social mammal, wolves, elephants, primates, humans, solves the same evolutionary problem the same way. At a certain age, the young must leave the family group, find new mates, found new groups, spread the species across territory. Without dispersal, every species collapses into inbreeding within 4 generations. Dispersal is non-negotiable. But how do you make an animal that has lived its entire safe, fed life in a stable group voluntarily walk into the unknown, where everything wants to eat them, where they don't know the terrain? You make them temporarily insane. Adolescent risk-taking is not a bug. It's the evolutionary lever that pries young humans away from safety. The brain is literally rebuilt for about a decade to find boring things unbearable and dangerous things irresistible. This is why teenagers will skip dinner to go to a party, risk arrest to impress a stranger, cross thousands of miles for someone they've known for 2 weeks. From an evolutionary standpoint, none of this is wrong. It's how every human family tree on Earth got built. Your great-great-great-grandparents met because somebody's grandfather did something incredibly stupid. And here's where it gets specific. Researchers have shown that teenagers, alone, make about the same risk decisions as adults. Their brains, no risk. But put them in a group of peers, and their risk tolerance triples. Brain scans show their reward centers lighting up at risk in front of friends in ways they don't when alone. This is also adaptive. Ancestral teenagers didn't disperse alone. They dispersed in young cohorts, forming new groups, hunting together, charging into battle together. Their brains rewarded collective risk because collective risk is what made tribes survive. Now combine that ancient brain with the modern world. Your teenager's nervous system is firing at peak risk tolerance, peak novelty seeking, peak peer influence. And the modern world hands them a 2-ton car, a bottle of vodka, a phone with 4 billion strangers on it. In a tribal context, adolescent risk-taking meant winning a wrestling match, hunting a dangerous animal, standing up to a rival group. The risks were calibrated. The stakes were proportional. In modern life, the same brain firing the same circuits can decide in 8 seconds to drive 110 miles an hour, or post a video that ruins their life, or try a substance that kills them on contact. And here's the last piece. That same brain that's making your teenager do something stupid is also the brain that built every major youth movement in history, every founded company, every revolutionary protest, every immigration story, every great work of art made before age 25. Adolescent risk-taking is innovation. Without it, no one leaves home, no tribe splits, no species spreads, no culture changes. Every great leap human history ever took was led by someone whose brain was telling them to do something their parents thought was insane. The same circuits that make your teen reckless are the circuits that make humans go to the moon. So when our 17-year-old climbed onto that moving car, here's what was actually happening. A 2-million-year-old colonization system designed to push young humans out of safety into new territory was firing inside a brain at peak dopamine sensitivity, surrounded by peers triggering peak risk amplification in an environment where the risk wasn't cross the river, but fall off the car. His brain wasn't broken. His brain was doing its job. The world was just badly calibrated. Your teenager is not a problem to be managed. Your teenager is the most powerful evolutionary engine that ever lived in your house, pointed at a world that doesn't know what to do with them. And the next time they do something incomprehensibly stupid, remember this. Somewhere, deep in the wiring of their brain, the same circuit that's making them reckless is the one that, in a different century, would have crossed an ocean. Welcome to the tribe. If this changed how you see your child, we have more. Pick your next rabbit hole, and welcome to the tribe.